Ivan Simon here, coming to you from Three Dragons Sports Bar in Hoyard with our tips for round number 18 of the Aussie rules. Kicking things off, Friday night.
Bombers at home?
No, I think you're on the wrong round.
Is that the wrong round?
Yeah, that's the wrong round. Yeah, there we go. Friday, I thought so. Pies at the G to the Cats.
Tough game to pick, really. Cats got the win at home. Collingwood, just not looking great. See here, Cats are slight faves. Tough one, really.
I keep kind of saying and thinking that the Pies will be there come September, but at the moment, they're just not getting it done consistently. They've got games at times where they look pretty okay, and then they got other games where they're just not quite there.
For the previous 2 years, they were the kings of winning those close games and coming back and just scraping out that win through just willpower and you can all it needed in those previous couple of years is for them just to drop off 5%.
Yep.
And they're losing more games than they win. That's how close they have been in the previous couple of years to being where they are now. So it's kind of whether the hunger's not quite there, because that's what they definitely had last year and the year before. It was this absolute hunger and everyone was scared of them going into the final quarter.
They've got a few injuries this year as well. I think
it's affected them a bit. A couple of guys just not quite on form.
Yeah, and then the Cats. That steadied the ship a bit with 2 good wins at home. But Pies at the G, tough one.
I'm going to tip the Cats.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 point in this one.
No, I think the Cats might get up.
Just going off recent form. Cats.
And then Saturday, we've got a bunch of games going. Started things off down in Tassie, Hawks to the Dockers.
Yeah, this is a good one. Hawks had been up until last week one of the form teams of the competition in the last 7-8 rounds. I think they lost against a decent Cats down in Geelong. Freo up in third place. They kind of snuck back up there. But I always like the Hawks down in Tassie. I think it's a long travel for Freo. I think that this is one that the Hawks can win.
Yeah, I'm going Dockers. I think the Dockers, they're probably better than what I give them credit for. And I think they're going to get the job done.
Tough one down there in Lonnie.
Tough, but I think
I'll pick the Hawks at the Launceston factor there. Now, Swans at home to the Roos. This game couldn't come quick enough for the Swans after, back-to-back losses.
Yeah.
What's going on with the Swans there? Is it just a bit of fatigue?
Teams kind of figured out how to play against them a bit as well. They haven't played great, but a bit of different things in there. And eventually going to lose some games. The Roos, they're still the Roos. Pretty happy I picked them last week. That was
they got a good victory there, so
But I don't think this week. I think the Swans will win that one. Might be a bit closer than you'd expect, but I think the Swans get a win there.
Yeah, definitely. That's Swans. And we got the Bulldogs at home to Carlton. Both are coming off losses.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Blues are dismal.
Bulldogs, dismal. Blues, lost they lost. Got beaten. But I think the Blues will bounce back in this one and dust up those doggies.
Yeah, should do. Yeah, I think I'm fairly well behind the Blues. I think they're playing some really good footy. The Dogs just too inconsistent.
I think the Blues won't be happy with that loss on the weekend, and so I expect them to come out pretty hungry and to get a very solid victory in this one.
Yeah, and then
Tough game to pick.
Yeah, Crows at home at the Oval against the Saints. Crows narrow loss to the Lions up at the Gabba, like kept it close all the way through, pretty much.
And the Saints got the W.
Yeah, got a win over the Swans of all teams.
Like no one saw that coming. I don't think anyone saw that coming. The way that the Saints have been playing, this is such a hard game to tip. Really, I mean, Adelaide have got the home ground, so if you want to look for any advantage in this game, you're probably going to think Adelaide.
Yeah, but they're going to miss Rankin though. He's suspended for like 4 games minimum with if he pleads guilty. He had that little off the ball.
See there that 14th place Saints are quite heavily underdogs in this game. I have tipped the Saints. I don't know if it was just an anomaly last week. The Swans are terrible, or just didn't. But I don't know. I don't know. Can't call it.
Yeah, I'll go Crows at home. But, and then to finish things off on the Saturday, we got the Demons against Bombers at the G.
Bombers got the win. Looking good. Are you going to get on them yet?
I'm going to tip them in this game.
Oh yeah, okay. So you're
not on the wagon.
You're on this game on this round.
Yeah,
but
I'm not on the Bombers wagon yet. I'll pick them in this one. Like, I mean, to be honest, they looked good in the beginning of the game against the Cats, and then kind of faded. Got the job done against the Pies. Pies. I mean, it was a big game. It was a big moment. Big win for them. Not sure how you value that. Like, the Pies haven't been that good. But yeah, I mean, they're still
in this game.
Getting the job done, and might be time to get on the Bombers wagon eventually.
Okay.
I'll definitely pick them, and then we'll reevaluate next round.
Okay, Sunday's game. We got the Suns at home to Port. Another tough game to pick, but come on, it's Suns at home. Like I tipped the Suns away from home, hoping they'd break that hoodoo. But no, I mean you got to tip the Suns, haven't you?
Nah, I'm gonna go Port.
What?
Yeah.
You serious?
Yep.
It's on the Gold Coast, man.
Doesn't matter. Port.
You think that?
Yeah. Nah, the streak's gonna end. The Suns.
That streak's got to keep going.
That streak's gonna end. Port.
Suns.
Okay, there we go. And then the untippable Tigers against the Giants at the G.
Yeah, Giants kind of bounced. Holding their 8 there, bouncing back a little bit. They're gonna contend for that top 8. Giants to get a good win.
Yeah, and then finish things off up the stadium. Eagles against Lions.
I mean, Eagles at home is the only thing that you can really say about the Eagles here. Lions, man, looking good. Looking good. Called it already. With this win here, they're going to be like close to the top 4. They're going to sit around probably 5th place, and then by next week they're going to be in the 4.
Ooh, that's fighting words. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, at least one of the Brisbane teams is going to make the top 8. So, I reckon Lions comfortably. Then it's not too much left in the season. Like, it's going to get really interesting the next couple of rounds because. Only about 6 or 7 rounds left, I think. So, every win counts with how close the ladder is.
Super close ladder.
Percentage is going to matter as well.
But Lions have got a great percentage, so that's why and anyone that they get close to, they're going to jump. They're up around 120 or something. So
I think
they're
also
carrying one of the best percentages.
Did they have a draw somewhere in there as well?
Yeah, I think so. So they got only 2. Yeah,
they got that little half game in there as well, which might help or hurt depending on how things work out.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. That's our tips for this round. And good luck with your tips. I'll see you next round.
Yeah.